Hello everyone in my Rainbow Fish class and everybody else from Foundations. If you want to watch our story, you're welcome. We are talking about queens and letter Q this week, so we are going to read The Paper Bag Princess. And what is on the front? It's a dragon. Let's see what happens in this story. I think there's a dragon in it, so let's see what happens. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. There's the princess. She's got her crown and her expensive clothes and the prince, Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Uh-oh. There goes Prince Ronald with the dragon, and she has all her clothes are burnt. Oh no, her castle's gone. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he had left a trail of burnt forest everywhere. So there she is in her bag, and she's going to find her prince. She followed that dragon. There's the dragon. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door, and she knocked on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. Bang, bang. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess. I'd love to eat you, princess, but I have already eaten a whole castle today, and I am very busy already. So come back tomorrow," he said. So the dragon did not want to talk to the princess. He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost caught her nose in it. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am very busy, dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" Elizabeth shouted. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" Well, the dragon, of course, said, "Well, yes, that's true." "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon. And he took a huge, deep breath, and he breathed out so much fire that it burnt up the forest. Look at all that fire coming out of his breath. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burned up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. He used all his fire. Nothing came out. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon, and he jumped up and he flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic, do it again!" So here he goes, flying all around the world. "Do it again," she said. Why do you think she wants him to blow out his breath and fly around? What is she trying to do? I don't know, let's see. So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he laid down and went straight to sleep. He's very tired now. Well, what do you think Elizabeth did? If the dragon fell asleep, well, she's a pretty smart princess. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." And the dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and she put her head right inside and she shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" But the dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Look, who was calling to her? Is that the prince? Elizabeth walked right over the dragon, opened the door to the cave, and there was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, Elizabeth, you're a mess. He doesn't look very happy to see her, does he? You smell like ashes and your hair is all tangled and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you have dressed like a real princess, he said. Well, that wasn't very nice. I mean, Elizabeth just tried to save him from the dragon. Ronald, said Elizabeth, your clothes are really pretty and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince, but you're a bum. And they did not even get married after all. And there went the princess all by herself. She didn't need Prince Ronald because he was not nice to her. All right, guys, that's our princess in the paper bag. Have a good day. Thanks for listening.